Alright, looks like I'm going to make another video. So, getting ready here to screen mirror, and we'll see who decides to answer my remark that I ended up making. Oh, I got a message. Let's see what this message... Before I look at the message, let's go down here. I made a video just before this with my other account. It's just a short one. And, of course, you can see here that there is no free letter packs at all. Let's go to tournaments. When I click the tournament, it should show the last tournament that I was in. That will show that this is still corrupted. As you can see, tournament ended. Okay, look at that. Let's plus the minus. No free tournaments. I don't have to worry about that because I don't generally get free tournaments. Okay, we checked. No free 3 letters. No tournaments. There is a tournament challenge. It's on here. Unfortunately, I can't play it. Let's just go here just to get this. It's for free. We'll get the next one for playing 30 shows. I believe I left it at 34 shows. We'll see right now how many I need to complete the next one. Okay, that's to play 6 out of 7 days, and I need to play 2 shows to complete that, then 40 shows here and 45 altogether. And let's just make sure, yes, that is working for me. Free videos, that's also working. And your guys' message, we will not respond to it yet. What we're going to do is, I know that I have some helping hands, but what we're going to do is we're going to get some more helping hands. Actually, what we're going to do is create 10 more vowel blasts while I'm doing this. I like how getting that 600 one is a choir. It's always been a choir, and the 500 with the requital. But the whole point is you must use the Q. And I find it coincidental, which I don't believe in coincidences, that you guys decided to take the 400 wedge off of the wheel and replace it with a 600 wedge, which would cost me to use the Q. And, you know, freebies. That's the 400. It's easy for me to do the freebies. I've got plenty of letters, but to start eating away at the Qs, considering you don't get many, like barely ever, I don't think that that's a good trade. And where is 4? I passed it already. Or actually, I didn't pass it. It's actually further down at the bottom. But we're definitely going to grab 4 of them. There we go. 4. Redeem those. We still have the 900 wedge is active, and of course the just the 900 wedge is active. I thought I activated the 600, but I didn't. I just did that one because I didn't want to use a queue. Not yet. So before I respond to you guys, let's click to play a game. You'll see that next to the 10,800 wedge, because I increased that wedge, you're going to notice that the 600 is right next to it. Now, where the 3,500 wedge is, there's a 500 on one side, and the other side of it, I believe, is a 2,000 wedge. So that wedge has changed. So that makes two wedges that have changed. You guys have added a 900 wedge on this wheel for me. That's changed. That's the third wedge that's changed. And there's one other wedge that has changed on the wheel. I'd have to look through videos and everything to find out exactly which wedge it is. That would take me some time. I'm not really going to do it since I don't need to do it. Food and drink. This 4,000, there was another one, and it was always yellow, and it was right next to the, I believe it was the lose a turn. But that's changed because the one next to the lose a turn, I think, is a 3,500 yellow wedge. I forget. But you're going to see here, there is no 700 wedge. There's no 800. Obviously, there's no 400. There isn't a 450. There's not a 300. All the wedges that are active that I can acquire using letters, the only ones that are on my wheel is the 600 wedge and the 900. This 500 has always been there, all the time. That's the one that you guys give generically on every single wheel. The ones that you use letters to acquire are ABC wedges. So let's spin the wheel and let's see here.
That's a big one.
Always an R.
Nope.
For food and drink. I always use R first, regardless. Oh, this is going to be soup.
Yes, indeed.
Some type of soup. Or it could be stew. But the always an E. Just to make sure to get rid of anything that's like cheese. You know, because that could have very well been cheese soup. So with the U, it is confirmed that is soup. So what we're going to do is we're just going to grab that O. So the next contestant, it'll cost him quite a bit to get a vowel. And you'll see here, I don't have free hints. I don't have the golden hint. Doesn't work. It's been over 2 months that it doesn't work. Oh, speaking, that 1 million wedge is new. That's the fourth wedge that's new.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, my mistake. It's not a million, it's a 10,000 wedge, which, I don't know, makes really no point considering I have my own 10,800 wedge on this wheel.
Lot of money. There you go.
And that's wonton soup.
Pick away. You got it.
And of course, it's impossible for me to get the cashew meter, even if I didn't use the vowels there. It was not going to happen. I should get something like, you know, a high amount wedge is what I should get since the last couple were small. So see, right next to my 10,800 and that 600.
There you go. You win the round. Are you ready for prizes?
And proper name does not mean that it's an actual person. It can be a name of an institution, like this one here is a university. Not too sure what university it is. Boston University. Oh, there's the Y. As I said, Boston University.
Amazing!
Which has nothing to do with ski slopes. Or Oslo, Norway. Oops. I didn't want to play a game. I wanted to go check the tournaments. I did not want to play, but I guess I'm playing another one. As you know, no hints. They still don't work. Nothing works. The devs, your investigation, they're on it. They've been investigating for over 2 months. That is quite the investigation. I know people that are criminals that have been investigated, actually have gone to court, sentenced to go to prison in less than 2 months because you're entitled to a speedy trial. And I don't think Watergate investigation lasted as long as this, but maybe it did. And see, the 2000, like I said, just, wow, quite the memory I have.
Yes, indeed.
I'm blessed.
Lot of money. Nice try.
Oh, I should have taken the end. Not thinking. I don't even know what this is. Like, what are you doing? Now I'm going to pay attention.
There you go.
And I do hit a lot of bankruptcies and lose a turn.
Yes, indeed.
And I forgot to take a screenshot. I believe the number is 6418 is what I ended off at. That's what I should start off at. So this should be 6420 for games.
You got it. Pick away. You got it.
Thinking. No, it's not thinking. There is no N in there, so it is. Could be thriving. We'll get to the R right now. See if maybe that's thriving.
That's a big one. Yes, indeed.
That would be thriving. Could be throwing. Throwing out. Something, something. So, if I get the W wrong, I'd rather get a
Wow.
consonant and not a vowel.
Yes, indeed.
And there you go. There's your cashometer. Not going to be hitting that at all unless I use some power-ups.
Yes, indeed.
So it is throwing out. Throwing out old something.
That's a big one. Yes, indeed.
And of course, has nothing to do with skiing.
Yes, away. Yes, indeed.
Well, we're going to have to... We're not even halfway there, so it's just not going to
Yes,
happen.
indeed. Sorry, there are no more bottles.
Throwing out old... Like usual. Like I said, I hit lose a turn a lot. And I do have the 900 wedge. But because that is lose a turn, and it's not the 900, obviously I'm not going to take a screenshot of it saying that you owe me a letter, where you don't. Let's see here. Throwing out... See, one of these hints would come in handy to be able to get that word. But I don't have that. But, oh, throwing out... I'm not using my thinking cap. It's throwing out junk. Generally, something that people do. There's the 10,800 there that I bumped up. I need to use a Q to make it 10,900. I'm not going to.
That's a big one. You got it.
Then I'd get close to getting out of the Qs. Don't want that. I need the Qs for something I'm going to do a little later. Because I'm going to make... I'm going to make a probably 4 or 5 hour long video. And these are something crystals. These are... hang on, let's see if it's that thing. No, so it doesn't matter if I get this or not. Oh. Quartz. Crystals.
You've done it.
See that about the difficulty for me on some of these? Quartz crystals. Generally crystals are made of glass. I don't really see quartz crystals that you can just go out and buy. But, you know, nevertheless, quartz crystal, it's a thing. It's a thing. Ended up sending the video link to the video I made yesterday that I posted to a friend of mine. So he look at that tournament challenge. Well, I would play, but I don't get these tournaments. This here is complete board to build a spring garden. So let's that's something new. I like to take screenshots of that. And there you go. It was already on there. It didn't pop up. And of course, I get to get a one free spot, which I'm not going to use. The furthest I've been on one of these boards is, I believe, board 13 and square 5. That's a lot of time playing this game to be able to get that far. Let's go here to tournaments, just in case I get... No. 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 That's the usual. So, let's just play one last game and then we'll end this video. Haven't decided if I actually want to finish this little snow competition or not. And these are things. As you, there's the, you know, as you see, it's the identical wheel.
Yes, indeed.
So to get the show on the road, I'm just going to super spin this. I think the bottom word's a bus.
There you go.
No, it's not a bus. It is.
Lot of money.
Can't be apps. Could be abs. So, you know what? I'll just guess B for abs. My abs are a thing. Oh, it's washboard abs.
Yes, indeed. Wow. Yes, indeed.
All right, the next two are going to be small.
That's a big one. There you go. Lot of money. You got it. There are no more consonants. Okay, solve the puzzle. You win the
Just getting ready to take a screenshot to see what I get here.
Welcome to the bonus round. Okay, solve the puzzle.
That is a something sandwich. It is a let's just make sure it's not one of those things. No, it's not. So I don't have to worry about it. No, I haven't got a clue what kind of sandwich that is. We're going to find out right now what kind of sandwich that was.
Oh, too bad.
You'll notice that when I lose, I don't get the watch an ad for a free box. That doesn't happen on this, but my other one it does. Oh, a sausage sandwich. And of course, let's go to social. We need to take a screenshot of the games that I've played. It's at 64:21. I started at 18, and you know, obviously I played 3 games. Got to keep track. Got to do a double, just to know it's got to be a double. Oh, wait, let's go back to social here. It showed something here that I saw 4 down at the bottom here. Newsfeed 4. Club challenge. You know what? Let's request a letter from the club. Let's request a... I could request a queue, but that's not going to happen for me. Let's request a C. The club that I'm on is... I believe it's a dead club. I need to change clubs. Before, I was just about to end the video. Let's see what you guys have said. It'll be something about investigations, and Damien there to answer me. You know, Damien here. Sorry for the delay on this, as we are also waiting for an update on the matter. We will make another follow-up note to our team about your case. Thank you. It's been over 2 months. Is your team located on perhaps another planet. You know, sorry for the, you know, I won't write that. I won't write that. Does the team consist of more than one person? I wrote, it's absolutely unbelievable that this matter has gone on this long. You guys have turned a soap opera into a major movie, which they have. All they had to do was, right at the very beginning, address my issue and see that I was correct. Give me the, the free letters that I was supposed to get. Let's just say once it got to 18, you at customer service would give me an 18 letter pack for free, and that solves that issue. Then the more times that these letters are like that, you keep doing that. But you guys didn't want to do that. You guys decided that this is something you weren't going to do. So then I noticed that I started playing on the same identical wheel consistently, on and on and on and on again. I just didn't catch how long it's been going on. And as we've seen in the video and from my proof, that it's been happening for over 700 games. Several hundred. That's unbelievable. Considering one of these games that you play probably takes around, let's say, 3 to 5 minutes. We're actually, you know what we're going to do? Is we're going to time this. I'm going to use this. We're going to play one more game, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use the stopwatch. There we go. We're going to load the stopwatch after I respond to this. Says nothing about the compensation, nothing about what I wrote previously. All he's doing is nothing. This is all. There's no point in a response like this at all. Nothing. There's no point. But yet, here's a response. And you guys are, I bet the four of you guys are laughing. You know what? You keep laughing. You guys, by doing what you're doing, you're helping me. This is not hurting me. It's actually helping me. So, I want to thank you. Thank you very much. You guys have turned something that's minor into a huge, huge problem, and I had to now seek and find a attorney, and now we're going to take this into the legal little aspect of my escalations department. My other escalations department would be, let's see, I could send the video links to every single news media outlet and see which one of them would actually do a story on this app because of the COVID pandemic and everybody in lockdown, people staying at home. They've all resorted to playing games online, just doing things that they wouldn't normally do, because you're actually being forced to do them. So how many people during this pandemic have, And it's something that using a subpoena and warrant that the lawyer that I have can actually obtain from the time of the pandemic until now, how many more people have started playing your guys' app. And then he goes 1 year back from the start of COVID to see the amount of people that were that year. So if that year there was only 5,000 new registered players that you guys had, and now the following year there's 20,000 because of the pandemic, that's a 15,000 increase. You go back, if I was a lawyer, I would go back for the past few years, or I don't know how long this app has been on the market. I would go back at least a few years, because I would definitely want to know to see the number for the last few years, to see how many people have are playing your game. And once I see an increase, such as an increase in that, then this is something the media can actually find out, because they could have a reporter reach out to you guys and ask these questions to see what type of comment that you would make, and they could download this game, as I would suggest them do, and play it themselves just to see exactly what I'm talking about. And all you're doing is providing me with ammunition, which is, you know what, I don't mind. Let's just finish this here. When should I expect to find out these results and the results to getting compensated for the I said here, when should I expect to find out these results, and the results of getting compensated for the over-exaggerated issue that you guys have turned this into. And I could go that way. And we won't use the over-exaggerated. Let's just go back here and for the issue that has gone on for far too long. It's been over 2 months. Let's send that. So let's, of course, a screenshot. After I'm done, what I've done is I actually grabbed my phone, I screen mirrored and recorded the back, and went right from the very beginning of this conversation, and I've absolutely recorded everything, because I keep clean records. And when I go to YouTube, there should only be one view of that video. If there's multiple views, that means that you guys have actually gone to watch this, which I honestly believe that you have not done that. But hey, it could be surprising. So we've taken our screenshot. Let's just go back to see if we can, play the tournament. Of course you can't. Anyways, let's end this video. This is a long video. Only 35 minutes. It's not that bad, actually. So, again, hey, you know what? You know, I could say that. I'm not going to. But I did, however, start another account here on this phone with a different IP address, so there's no way that you can find, you cannot find out that these are linked. Oh, and that is correct. I got to go back to screen mirroring. We're going to use the stopwatch to find out exactly how long does it take to play a single game. So this way, I have it recorded. Let's click start. I want to know how much time I've been wasting on every individual game that I've been playing, because that question is going to arise in a legal manner.
Here's the puzzle.
Again, no hints. Let's just play this like I would normally play. Just to show you that the wheel's still the same.
Pick one. You got it.
I'll do it once more, and then I'm going to use the super spin to get the game going faster. Now I'll start using my super spin.
Yes, indeed.
Just so this way you're not saying that I purposely made this game take as long as it did.
That's a big one. There you go. Yes, indeed. Pick away. Better luck next time.
Apparently the first word on here, I thought it was something, but it's not.
Yes, indeed. Wow. Yes, indeed.
Speed Skater Sprinter.
That's a big one. Yes, indeed. You got it. Wow. There you go. Wow. There you go. Sorry, there are no. Okay, solve the puzzle. You won that round. Welcome to the bonus round.
And this is a phrase.
Okay, solve the puzzle.
Something cold. Bitter cold.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner.
As you can see, it's taken me 2 minutes, 40 seconds. Because I didn't really think. So what we're going to do is we will stop it at 3 minutes. You know what? We're going to stop it right now. We're going to call it 2 minutes 30 seconds, 2.5 minutes. Instead of it was longer, but we're going to use 2.5 for the sake of saying.
You stop on the world tour.
So we're going to go 2.5. So that's going to be 60 and 60 is 120, plus 30 is 150. So what we're going to do here is go to the calculator. We're going to take 150 minutes multiplied by 64. We'll just do 6,400 games, not all of them. Is 9,000 960,000 minutes. And we're going to divide that by, divide it by 60, because there is 60 minutes to an hour. That is 16,000 hours of actually playing this game. Technically, 16,000 hours. That's a lot. There's no way that that's even possible. So we made an error here. So let's just say it's 16,000 minutes. Let's divide that by 60, and then you get 266 hours, which, who knows? But if you take 90, multiply that by 90. Now that is correct. That would be the 16,000 would be correct. So wow, that's how much time I've invested playing this game. And I'm gonna post this video and the other video right now to YouTube. So, and then I'll drop that link off for you.